Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your singles read for the weekend. This is your sneak peek for the singles for the weekend. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And if you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. This reading is something that I do every Friday for the singles, for the whole collective. And if you were the ride or die and you're here all the time clicking and being in the comments and thumbs up and all that stuff, I appreciate you so much. This is a general read that I do every Friday for the singles. Please note that it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you, and whenever you find it, it is going to be for that weekend. So whether it's today, tomorrow, or a year from now, it'll be for the weekend that is arriving. I'm reading for all signs. I go from Aries to Pisces, and I'm marking everything down below in the description so you can find whatever it is that you need by just scrolling this video. But please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. If you intend to watch it to get any sort of information, you're not getting anything by just watching the sun sign. So please, natal charts are free everywhere on the internet, and you don't even need your date of birth, or I mean your time of birth. You can use just AM or PM at noon, and you can get sort of a loosey-goosey idea of what your moon and your rising sign is if your sun sign does not resonate with you. So we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Let's talk about that for a second. We are in the shadow phase, and Mercury retrograde begins on April the 1st. And so we already are in that phase. And what does that mean? Well, when Mercury is in retrograde, that's everything that's going on in our mind, right? So things are, slowing down a little bit, but also it does bring people back from the past sometimes that want to close doors with you, that want to just have closure on something. But it can bring back some people who are romantically interested in you as well. Please don't sign anything, make any huge decisions while Mercury retrograde is at play, unless you have a second set of eyes to help you with that. Private readings are open, my friends. If you are interested in a private reading, because this is general energy, if you're interested and have a question, please know that my readings are open over on Wizio. I will place the very first comment below this video, pinned energy there, that will tell you where to go, the link for Wizio, and you can sign up there for an appointment if you're interested in a reading that is just for your energy. And last but not least, happy birthday, Aries. We are in Aries season. Happy birthday to you, my friends. So what's the deal? Is it a birthday day? Is it a birthday week? Is it a birthday month? How does it go for you? All right, Aries, let's go. Bring us in here, my friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for the weekend for the single Aries. Tell me what is coming up for single Aries, please. What is coming up for single Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We start out with the Five of Cups, Aries. What's going on there? Feels like you have some regrets here. Not anything that's a showstopper. I don't think that you're constantly I don't think you're submerged in sadness or anything, but I feel like you are thinking about a Two of Cups situation that didn't work out. I feel like that you have regrets about something in love here. We do have the Magician in the reverse. Interesting. You're feeling manipulated. Why is that? It feels like you're feeling sad because somebody manipulated you in love, Aries. Now, this could happen this weekend for you. Maybe it's already happened, but I feel like it's coming up this weekend for some of you. It feels like you feel manipulated in love here. It feels like you're thinking about raising these boundaries here. I feel like you're stuck in this sadness here from this manipulation. It feels like it is in the past. The Magician in the reverse is someone who is using their energy for not good, but for evil. And I don't think it's evil. Do you know what I mean? It's not as dramatic as that. But it's somebody who is not on the up and up, somebody who's not moral, or, somebody who is who is using their magic to get what they want, and that's it. They're into taking and not into giving. I want to say that you've got wrapped up in something here. Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords here that you're trying to heal from it here. The Nine of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like you're trying to get over something. You want to stop thinking about it, that you don't want to worry about it anymore, that you want to, it's like when your head hits the pillow, that's where you start thinking and thinking and thinking. And I feel like you just want to heal the mind. There's somebody here that you're not speaking with, that you have been, have had little to no communication with, and I think it's because you think that they're a manipulative person. Yeah. Could be another Aries, doesn't have to be. We do have the Page of Coins. does feel like you're feeling some sort of a loss here, Aries. Now, it's a loss, but I feel like it's still on your mind. I feel like you're still trying to heal from it. Somebody manipulated you, and I think it was in love because she's holding 2 cups. And I feel like it never really got off the ground. I'm going to say that it feels like it began to grow and it just stopped. Tell me what you're sad about here, Aries. Sorry, my friend. Tell me about why you're sad here. Tell me about this 5 of Cups. What regrets do you have here? Regrets about manipulation. We do have the 2 of Swords. We do have the 3 of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is holding on to the 3 of Cups. But it feels like there can't be any type of reunion or celebration because the 2 of Swords is here. I want to say that you're stuck. You don't see a situation for what it really is. It was a manipulative situation. It feels like somebody was trying to manipulate you. I feel like you're really stuck in your mind. I want to say that this 7 of Wands is telling me that you refuse to move from the place where, like, you're in the mind, right? I feel like you're refusing to move from that place in the mind where you're feeling stuck. You're feeling blocked here. It's blocking your happiness. And I feel like you're holding on to the hope that maybe there will be some sort of celebration, reunion, maybe I can become more social. It does feel like it is a relationship. So whether it's a platonic or romantic relationship will be up to you. Why can't you get out of this 9 of Swords energy here, Aries? It's going to take a Tower. It's going to take some sort of a realization or an upheaval in the mind. It's going to take a realization in order for you to stop worrying or overthinking. I feel like you're trying to get rid of the worry because the 9 of Swords is in the reverse. Yeah, you're exhausted. I feel like I want to say to you that it's coming soon, that you are going to be able to drop these thoughts, but you're going to have to, raise some boundaries, I think, so it doesn't happen again, first of all. But I think that the Tower is coming to get you unstuck, getting you out of your head. And I feel like you need it because I feel like you've had enough. I want to say with the 9 of Wands here, I think you've had enough with people hurting you. Yeah, I feel like you've had enough of people hurting you. I feel like, jeez, I feel like you just want the Empress. I want to say that it feels like that the Empress wouldn't do this to you. It feels like you want to submit to the Empress. And I don't mean that in a way of men and women submitting to men or men submitting to women. That's not what I mean. But you can see that this person here is on one knee. And I feel like somebody is almost going to the Empress and saying, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Can you forgive me? Like I've got too much. I'm carrying too much. I just need your forgiveness. That's what it feels like here. And I feel like that's what's been terrorizing you in your thoughts here. That you're sad because it feels like there is an Empress here that I feel that you want to speak with. I think you've been watching them with the Page of Swords. And I feel like you're just like on your knees and saying, please, can you just give me forgiveness? Tell me more about this Tower, please. We have the King of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So it does feel like what you need is, I was just talking about people coming back from the past to wrap things up, right? To close chapters, to close cycles. And I think this is the part of the situation that I was talking about. It feels like you just want to move away from the 10 of Swords. You just want the 10 of Swords. You want to feel the pain. You just want to get over it. I don't want to have to deal with this again. I just want to be over it. And so I feel like you're leaving the 10 Swords. I feel like you do want a new beginning here. You just want to get on your way. You want this new beginning. But I think that this Tower is mercy because I feel like it's pulling everything down. But I also feel like it's making you feel very vulnerable in your emotions, that it's bringing all the emotions to the surface. And it feels like somebody that you maybe had a lot of feelings for really hurt you or betrayed you. It might have been the Empress, but it feels like you could have betrayed the Empress, right? It feels like there is something going on here that tells me that you want to speak with the Empress and possibly have some type of a new beginning here. I think you know, the 1 ace and the 9 tells me 10. You have a lot of burdens with the Empress that you just want to drop. And I feel like that's why the Tower is showing up here. Yeah, there it is. New beginning, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is stable, sturdy. That's stability in a relationship. And we do have the Ace of Cups here with the Fool in the middle. So it does feel like it's stopping you from having a new beginning. You need to get this under control. So I don't know if this is a person who is of romantic interest or not, but the Empress is here, and whoever that represents for you, it is Taurus and Libra energy. Whoever that represents for you, I feel like that you weren't able to feel your feelings. The Tower is coming, falling on the King of Cups and the 10 of Swords, saying that I need to stop holding back. It's time for me to just feel the feelings, feel the pain, move away from it so I can move forward to this new beginning. And I think that you do have some burdens that you want to drop with the Empress, whoever that person is to you. We do have Aries energy here, Aries twice. We have Libra and Taurus here. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yep, that's it. Interesting. All right. Feels like you need somebody's forgiveness, but you are scared or worried to ask for it. All right, Taurus, here we are. Bull gang, here we are. Let's talk about it. My single bulls. Here we are. Tell me about Taurus, please. A sneak peek for the singles, Taurus, for this weekend, please, or whatever weekend it comes up. Whenever you find this read, tell me about Taurus. We do have, celebration, going out, being with friends, possibly. You might get some sort of an invitation here. You are going to have cause to celebrate. Why is that, Taurus? Why would you have cause to celebrate? We do have the Devil. And we have the 10 of Wands. You are kicking the devil to the curb. That's what it looks like here. That it feels like you are dropping some burdens here. Something that you were very, very attached to. I want to say that it was attached to you, and it was fear, it was doubt, it was obsessive thinking. It was maybe preoccupation with seduction of material things or seduction of the flesh or whatever it was. It's obsessive, and I feel like the reason that you're celebrating is because you're getting to drop the burdens of this energy here. That's what it feels like. The past energy is the Devil energy, Capricorn, and the future energy is you dropping these burdens so you can just enjoy life. I feel like that's what you need. It's a celebration that you've conquered the Devil energy here. We've got the Moon, we've got the King of Cups, and we've got the Death card. So I want to say that that there is something that is not as it seems. It might have to do with the King of Cups, who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. There is something transforming that you can't see because the Moon energy is here. I think that whatever is transforming here is something that is going to make you very happy. It feels like the King of Cups is about to drop some burdens. You could be dropping them as well, but I think that the reason you're going to be dropping them is because I feel like you're getting an invitation. I feel like the King of Cups is here to give you an invitation. Can I take you out? Can we go somewhere? Will you come out with me and my friends? I think that the reason that you're getting this invitation by the King of Cups is because the King wants to drop burdens as well. I feel like there are some burdens between you and the King. So I feel like you don't see this invitation coming. You don't see the King coming at you here, but I want to tell you that there is going to be some transformative energy here, possibly this weekend, that we are ending something so we can begin something. I think what we're ending is silence, being in the dark. I feel like obsessive thoughts. I feel like this is what we're ending here. And it feels like this King has had a transformation, a change of mind, a change of heart, possibly. Tell me why the King needs to drop these burdens here. We do have justice because the King needs balance. The King needs to have karmic justice here, needs the truth to come out, the truth about how they feel. I believe the King is going to divulge to you that they have feelings for you. We do have the 7 of Pentacles, and it tells me that you've been waiting a really long time for this to happen, possibly, or the King has. We do have the 10 of Cups. Wow. So I feel like the King has been waiting a very long time to just fall in love, fall deeply in love, be very emotionally happy, have children, maybe join a family together. I want to say that this person, this King here, this King of Cups, somebody who is emotionally available, ready for love, bringing you a cup, somebody who stays very steady and sturdy in an emotional storm. This person has become emotionally aware or intelligent. about their emotions. And I want to say that this person is deciding that they need to drop their burdens in order to get some balance with you. It's been too long since this person's been emotionally happy, and I think that's what they're looking for with you. They're looking for emotional happiness. Tell me about the Death card. What is transforming? I feel like there's something here that is not as it seems, because you don't see all of the stuff that's going on with the King of Cups. I feel like the King of Cups is having a change of heart here. Tell me about the Death card. We do have the Magician. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Sun. So I feel like you are going to get some sort of an invite. It's going to be very small. Can we go for coffee? It's not going to be anything grand, I don't think. But I feel like the King is using all of the magic that they have in order to bring something to an end, which I feel is tumultuous feelings, so they can begin again and get some balance. So the Death card and the King, right? And the King is like you can see that the King is holding on to that throne here, but it's there's tumultuous waters going on all around them. Tell me about this Three of Cups, please, for Taurus. We have the Judgment card. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I think the celebration is that you are about to make a really big decision. A decision about stability, settling down, about getting solid and sturdy and settled with this King. I feel like you are about to make a decision that's going to change your life. I feel, though, that you and the King have not been speaking because the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. Also, it feels like it's been taking time, like a long time. It feels like you've been waiting a long period of time for this because there's been no action for the Queen of Pentacles, which is you, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel like you are about to make a really big decision. And I feel like this big decision is about your stability. I feel like this King is coming in looking for the Ten of Cups. I feel like they're bringing the Ten of Cups, in fact. We do have the Three of Pentacles. You are friends with this person. You already know them. This is not somebody who's new. It feels like it is somebody who is that you have... You started this whole thing with friendship. So whether you've dated them or not is up to you. You might have dated them, but maybe you haven't. With the Three of Pentacles present, I tend to think that maybe you two, if it is love, you also have a friendship. Like it feels like it's not just a flash in the pan or somebody you met or someone that you met across a crowded room and you're attracted to the outside. I feel like you know this person on the inside. I feel like you know them intimately. I feel like you know them as a friend. And it feels like at one time there was a lot of cooperation, collaboration here. We were on each other's team, but for some reason we fell into silence. So it feels to me like somebody is charging in here. They could be a Leo. They could be a Scorpio. We do have Pisces and Cancer energy here. Scorpio as well is here. We have Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. We've got Virgo and Pisces as well. So it does feel like something is about to change in a very big way because this King, I feel, is coming in. I feel like you're going to get a connection of some sort, whether they arrive to your home or they connect with you in text or whatever it is. I feel like this King is going to ask you out. That's what it feels like. You're going to get an invitation from the King of Cups. They don't have to be a water sign. They could have water in the chart, of course, but they don't have to be a water sign. This person, though, is somebody who's now aware of their emotions and feelings for you. And they now want to drop burdens between you and them, Taurus. All right. Let's talk about Gemini. Here we are, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Gemini, tell me what's coming up. This sneak peek for this weekend for the single Gemini. Tell me what's coming up for Gemini, please. Gemini, we start with the Five of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. It feels like you're feeling bad or regretful that you don't have reciprocity from someone here. The sadness is in the Six of Pentacles. Now, I could read this a couple of ways. For some of you, it feels like you've realized or somebody has let you know that somebody here is not necessarily giving you all of themselves. Maybe it's a feeling of, why are they giving to other people as well as they're giving to me? It's like somebody has not made a decision or settled. It feels like that when they're talking to you, you're the only person in the room. I feel like they give you reciprocity one-on-one, but maybe this person is, like maybe spreading themselves thin all over the place. place. But it does feel like it's a sadness about reciprocity, that maybe you're not getting all this person's attention. The Three of Cups is celebration, though. It is celebration and happiness. And I feel, unfortunately, that the celebration and happiness comes after you walk away from the Six of Pentacles. You walk away from this hope of ever getting this person to give you all of their attention. I think this person, if they are a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly, that they do have a lot of people that depend on them. So, you know, they're giving a little bit to work and a little bit to children, a little bit to the mortgage and a little bit to their mother and father. And I feel like they're spread very thin and very busy here. And I think that you think that they're just too busy, that they don't want to take you out. And if that's what you're thinking, it's not the truth. I don't think it is the truth at all. So it does feel like the reason that maybe that you're kind of sad is because there has been some sort of an argument about this already. You've already brought this to this person's attention, and it ended up in an argument. It ended up in a conflict of energies here, maybe a battle, a bit of, you know, turned into some sort of isolation, because this is silence here. I feel like nothing's being said. I feel like you're hoping for a reunion, but you're not saying anything. It feels like you're not communicating with this person. It does feel like somebody threw down their swords and said, look, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Yeah, somebody's made their decision to walk away. Two swords are pointing down. Somebody has two swords under the left arm here. So it's like the heart is in conflict. Now, the thing is as a reader, is when I see 1 5, it is lack. When I see 2 5s, it means quick change. So I feel like something here is changing quickly. It could end up in a reunion, but right now, I feel like you two are at your own corners here. Your own corners of this boxing ring. I feel like there's been a verbal joust, and I think you were talking to this person about, when do I get all the attention? Like, why does everyone else come first? It feels like that kind of energy, and now we're silent with each other. We do have the King of Pentacles. You do wish to get stability here. You wish to get stability and to try and figure out this Five of Swords here. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? We have the Magician. It's going to take some magic. We've got the Hanged Man and the Two of Cups. You know what? It feels like somebody here is not really sure how they feel about you. I feel like there is silence, and that makes you sad. This person, I feel you want them to settle down with you, or you want to settle down with them. Take it as it resonates. But we do have the Hanged Man with the Two of Cups, which tells me that someone is kind of hanging there, feeling stuck, not getting an answer, trying to look at it from another point of view. And the Magician is someone who is very determined, right? Very determined, has all the resources, has all the tools to do what they need to do. And it feels like you think that somebody could ask you out anytime that they want, but they're not doing it, even though they have all the tools. Or maybe it's you that I'm talking about. Take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like somebody knows that they need to make a decision here. So there is this Six of Pentacles, which is reciprocity, but only to a certain point. I feel like somebody here is sad that either you're not giving them enough reciprocity or you're not getting it. And so somebody has been silent, but I want to say that there is going to be an invitation extended. Some sort of a reunion is about to come. And I feel it's because there has been silence. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries, possibly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here for Gemini. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel that there is some regret here that there hasn't been a full-on, not everybody's in, right? It feels like there has not been an investment here yet because somebody's holding back. The Four of Cups is here. Somebody's like, I don't really know if I want to invest here. Is this the place I want to invest in? I feel like what you want, Gemini, is for somebody to pay attention to you. With the Eight of Cups here, I feel like you're ready to walk away from the situation because it's already becoming to a place of boredom. You've been waiting for somebody to invest in you like they've been investing in everyone else. Is it really worth it to wait? Is 6 and 1 is 7 Pentacles, right? Is it really worth it to wait? Because I feel like you wonder, does this person see the value in you? Do they see the value in this this connection with you. I think that you want to settle down, and I think that we have fundamental differences here. I think that your person may not want to settle down. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like somebody here wants a long-term relationship. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a soulmate connection here. I feel like the two of you could get together and make a beautiful pentacle life. I feel like you both know how to raise money. Maybe you're both business owners, but you both have this ability to just keep moving here. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like the king is thinking, look, I'm not worried about it. This person is my soulmate, as if they're going to go. But I feel like the Queen of Cups is, or the Queen of Pentacles is like, come on, let's get on with it. Like, are we settling down or are we not? I feel like right now there is some silence, but I feel like you're going to use all of your magic to try and get a hold of this person to see if we can get over this. Can we come together and speak about it? Can we talk about how we feel? I feel like you're stuck with knowing whether you want to invest in someone seriously or not. And that's what it feels like here. So we've got Pisces, Aries, Pisces again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is what we have here. Take it as it resonates for you, my friend. All right. Cancer, this is you. Single Cancer, tell me about the single Cancer for this weekend. Sneak peek for this weekend for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, don't forget to look below the first comment that is pinned. If you want a private reading, that's where you will go. Click on that link and it will take you over to Wizio, where you can book me beginning at $40. Tell me about Cancer, please. What's coming up for sneak peek for this weekend, please? Tell me about the weekend for Cancer. We do have the Queen of Cups. Why is that? Somebody's in their feels. You're showing up to me as the Queen of Cups. You're showing up to me as someone who is compassionate and loving and kind, doting. Feminine or masculine, right? We say queen and there's a woman on the card, but we're not reading body parts here. We're reading energies here. You do have some unfinished business here, and it might be with a Queen of Cups. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like the Queen of Cups is also like the feelings that you're having. Your feelings are about to come to the surface here because of some sort of unfinished business here that you have with someone. The someone that you have the unfinished business with could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. Pisces, Cancer possibly as well. We do have the Page of Cups. Yeah, it feels like there is some sort of message that you want to send. And it might be very small. It might be, I miss you, or something sweet and kind. But there is some unfinished business here that I feel you need to take care of, Cancer. Because this energy here is not allowing you to carry on. When the World card is in the upright, it is about reaching a milestone. It's an achievement, but it's also closing the door on an old cycle that is no longer serving you. But I feel like you haven't yet closed the door on this cycle. We do have the Three of Swords, and it's heartbreaking here. You're at the crossroads. It's got you stuck here. It's got you stuck here wondering about what to do next. The Two of Wands is like, I need to make a decision about whether I'm going to message this person or not and tell them about my feelings and that I'm heartbroken that this has ended, but we haven't closed the door. It feels like you have unfinished business with somebody here, and it's playing with your sleep pattern. I feel like you're dreaming about them. I feel like you're worrying about it. Like it feels like you can't stop thinking about it. Tell me about I feel like you need to make a decision here, and that's the only thing that's going to get you out of the Nine of Swords is making a decision here to go out on the adventure. The world's in your hands, my friend. It is all up to you. We do have the Magician. The Magician's been coming out so much today, like in every hand, the Magician's been showing up. I want to say you have all the tools to do whatever it is that you want to do. And I feel like you're also very determined to send this message. It just needs to be at the right timing, right? Because the Magician is all about timing. It's all about divine timing because it's a manifestation. And it only shows up when it's supposed to show up. We've got the Four of Pentacles and we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So we do have you feeling sort of shut down, shut off, I feel, behind the fence. Yeah. And I feel like you're working really hard on that. I feel like you got to use all of your magic to come out from behind this Four of Pentacles energy here. You can see there's locks. I'm not letting anyone in. I want to say you got to become more vulnerable. You have to use your vulnerability in order to be able to move forward on this here. This is the harvest, right? So the Seven of Pentacles is throwing the seeds of intention and watching them grow, nurturing them. And then the Eight is where we harvest. But it's also about self-mastery. It's also about working really hard on the self. So I think what you're working really hard on right now is to become vulnerable so you can actually speak with this person. And I think what you want to tell them is that you're heartbroken, that things, have come to a standstill here, that there is unfinished business here as it pertains to emotions or feelings of the heart. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. The reason you haven't moved forward or communicated yet is because you're still not in control of your emotions. I feel like when you think about this person, the Queen of Cups, you know that this person is your soulmate, but I want to say that you're not feeling like you can show your emotions on the surface without them getting wildly out of control. And that's why it's silent. That's why things aren't moving with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a place where you've been stuck for a very long time. And it's heartbreaking. How do you get out of this? How do you get out of this, Cancer? Yeah, you do have to move forward to another love. It feels like you've either got to get it together and be vulnerable with this person and tell them about your feelings, or you're just going to need to move forward here, because I feel like you're living in this energy of, the World card being in the reversed, unfinished business. We got the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak or disappointment. We got the Five of Cups, which is sadness. This person is up to their hips in their emotions here. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel like it's divine timing, and there's something is going to go down. Something's got to give. Right? Something's got to give here. This person here has, can see the heart is the first gear. It's like the heart must move first before the Wheel of Fortune can come into play. This is changes of the heart, changes in sadness here. I feel like you do have romantic feelings for this Queen of Cups here. I feel like it's all up to you. I want to say it's all up to you, but I feel like you're not in the mindset right now to be able to move forward and talk to this person. Your person could be an Aries, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. I feel like you don't want to wait anymore. You do want to settle down. You do want to have a new beginning. This is the thing that you think about obsessively with the Nine of Swords. It feels like it's in your dreams, that you can't sleep because you're thinking about it. I feel like you really do want to have a new beginning with this Queen of Cups here, but I just don't think that it's now. We do have the Nine of Cups, which tells me you're single and happy right now. And so I feel like it's taken a long time for you to get to a place where you can speak to this person and not lose your cool or lose your emotions. Or I feel like you don't like to show your emotions on the surface, and the King of Cups is in the reverse, which tells me you're not in control of any of that right now. I feel like you're single and happy, and I feel like you're kind of stuck as well. I feel like the moment of alchemy is coming, though. It's coming in the future here with the bottom of the deck, and I feel like you will do this, but I don't think it's this weekend, to be honest. We do have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. We do have Virgo. We have Piscean energy here. We have Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if I haven't said it. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. All right, Cancer. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Leo singles for this weekend, please. Leo singles for this weekend. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Well, if you're going to have the Four of Cups, it might as well be in the reverse, right? It feels like you're deciding it's time to get out there. It's time to get out on the ship. The Four of Cups, when it's in the upright, is boredom. It's like you're not really sharing your energy. The Four of Cups does have its place, right? You're not sharing your energy with anyone at that point, but it feels like you now want to sort of come out and be seen here. I think that you're ready to share your emotions or your feelings. Let people see your emotions. Tell me what's coming up for Leo. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords. So it feels like you're coming out of hiding here because you want to speak with someone. It feels like you've learned a lesson, or the higher self, or it feels like you've come to a place where you realize that you are the person who's in charge, the one who people listen to, the one who has all of the knowledge. I want to say that it is a lesson learned here, that maybe you've learned a lesson and that's why you're coming out of the Four of Cups. The Hierophant is the teacher, by the way, right? So maybe you've learned some type of an emotional lesson here, but it does feel like with the Prince of Swords here that if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen soon. It also feels like there is some communication here that you want to give to someone about the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Five of Cups. So you move from the Four to the Five of Cups, and it is a place of emotional sadness. It's like you didn't get what you want, but yeah, right. You didn't get what you want, but when you don't get what you want, you get lessons. And that's the truth of it, right? It's not about failure. It's not about not being able to accomplish something. I feel like when we don't get what we want, we get lessons. And I think that you didn't get what you want, and so you got lessons. We do have the Knight of Swords is here with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there is something here that you want to invest in, or maybe you wanted to invest and someone else didn't. It could be that as well. Tell me what else we have here. We have the Death card. Someone else did not want to invest. That's what it is. And when we don't get what we want, we get lessons. I feel like someone else didn't want to invest, and now you need to find a different way to look at the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you want to talk about that, though. I don't think that it's over for you. I feel like you are coming out of hiding here, or coming out of this Four of Cups, because you want to speak to someone about this Ace of Pentacles that they turned down or said to you, no, this thing is over. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please, and the Ace of Pentacles, because I feel like you want to take an Ace of Pentacles, or at least talk about it with somebody here. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, because you feel like this could be a really good long-term relationship, or it could be a very abundant connection. We have the Ten of Swords. So we're at the ends of cycles here. It feels like you don't want to feel this pain anymore. It feels like you're in pain because the ending was something that the end came before you got what you wanted, and what you wanted was a long-term relationship here. But it does feel like somebody may have turned you down or shut you down. Tell me about this. We have the King of Cups. Yeah. Somebody betrayed your feelings. That's what it feels like. You feel betrayed here. It feels like there was an ending, and a very painful ending, or maybe it was just silence. It feels like maybe you cut somebody off, or they cut you off and said, no thanks, I don't want to invest here. And I feel like you were rushing in with this Ace of Pentacles because you saw the potential for a long-term relationship here, but somebody cut it off at the knees and said, no, I'm not interested in your energy here, in the Ten of Cups energy. I feel like you're now like standing here with the cup in your hand. Ugh. Tell me about the Death. Tell me about the Death card, please. I think you want to get out of this sadness. You want to transform the sadness to the Ace of Pentacles. It almost feels like you feel like you still got a shot. Even though somebody turned you down, I don't think you're going to take no for an answer. We do have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Judgment card. So I feel like you are making a decision to move forward, but I feel like it's to move forward to give reciprocity to someone here. I think it's the same person. It might be the Hierophant. It might be someone who is Taurus. It could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Scorpio here. We have Virgo and Pisces here as well. So I feel like you want to talk about the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like somebody ended it. It was painful. They told you they weren't interested in your feelings, or maybe they didn't know you had feelings. I'm just going to say, with the Ten of Swords here, maybe you didn't get a chance to tell them. Maybe they said, no, I'm not interested, before you got a chance to tell them about your feelings. But I feel like this Five of Cups is going to end, because I feel like you feel it's not over. The Six of Swords tells me you're moving forward, but to judgment. You are coming back round. I feel like you want to have a second chance. That's what it feels like. You want to have a second chance. We've got the the Prince of Wands, who is the Knight of Wands, that's in the reverse. We've got the Seven of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. So it's very quiet between you and somebody else. The Prince of Wands is in the reverse, who is the Knight. And I feel like the second shot, like I feel like you want to go back around again, but I feel like in the second chance, I feel like you're going to be like, no, we're not going to do the passionate thing first. We are going to get stable. We're going to learn each other's boundaries. I feel like you're kind of stuck on that. It's like we can't get passion into it. It's got to be emotions. We can't have passion into it. It feels like somebody's got some really tight boundaries here, and they're keeping you on the outside looking in. It feels like someone's very silent. You could be dealing with a High Priestess, somebody who is very psychic, and somebody who kind of feels all of this going on. I want to say that they kind of know that that you probably are going to be back, that you want to talk about it again, that you want to invest. And I feel like that they know that. I feel like it's the High Priestess that cut you off here and said no. I think that because the Prince of Wands or the Knight of Wands is in the reverse, that this is what caused the issue here. No stability. I feel like you're ready to give somebody stability now, but you're going to have to go back round, right? So you might be dealing with the High Priestess or the Hierophant. This person could be both. They could be both the High Priestess or the Hierophant. So we do have Pisces energy here. We have Virgo. I was going to say Victory. We have Virgo and Pisces here. We do have Scorpio and Gemini. The King of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, which tells me that you've known this person for a while in the Pentacle world. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and I think that you really are working on getting rid of some sort of obsessive thinking. I think it's time with Temperance here. It could be obsessive thinking, but it could also be an addiction, or an addiction to some sort of thought pattern, something that's not really carrying you very well. I'm going to say it's not something that is, it's like an obsessive thought pattern that's hurting you spiritually, physically, mentally, something like that. But it could be just obsessive thoughts about figuring it out with this person. It could be that as well. All right. Virgo, here we are. Tell me about Virgo. Single Virgo for the weekend, please. Sneak peek for the weekend. Tell me about Virgo. What's coming up for Virgo, please? We've got the Father of Swords, who is the King. What you got to say, Virgo? That's what it feels like. There's something here that needs to be said. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles is here. Well, how do you expect to get the Ten of Pentacles if nobody's saying anything to each other? It feels like the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that there is nobody here is putting any energy into a new beginning here. I think that's what's on your mind. I think that's what you are thinking about. How it's like you are honest with somebody here. I'm not ready to invest in the Ten of Pentacles. That's what it feels like. You were very honest and truthful with someone, that you are not ready to put any energy into a new beginning here, that you already maybe have your Ten of Pentacles. Possibly you are thinking about a long-term relationship, but you're not ready to really get down to it and put the energy into it here. We do have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We don't read these in the reverse. I don't usually read these in the reverse. Okay, I'm going to read them in the reverse today because I already started out with the Ace of Pentacles here. So we do have the Five of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. It feels like you are holding on to with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. To me, you're not putting them down. There's a reason you're not putting them down. It's like you are holding on to these 10 wands. I don't know why you're holding on to the 10 wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. It's time to heal the self. It's time to heal the self, get rid of the sadness, and start to enjoy these 10 Pentacles here. Just listening. Yeah, it's all about honesty is what it is. It's all about being honest. If I'm being honest, I'm not ready to invest. If I'm being honest, I'm actually carrying burdens I'm not ready to drop. If I'm being honest, I've been sad for a long while and I'm just starting to feel better. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that the Seven of Pentacles is telling me that you are ready to go on a different path. Throw your seeds of intention and nurture something. It's like you're ready to go on a different path here. Why is the King of Swords here, please? We do have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Cups and the Father of Cups. So we have the King of Cups here. So I feel like you want to be honest with somebody about your feelings, but right now is not the time, because we do have the High Priestess and the Four of Cups, both of which are silence. It's like you're not ready to stand outside of the Four of Cups yet. I feel like with the High Priestess here that there is secrets or something that you're not divulging. It's something that you're not saying. And I think what you're not talking about is your feelings. But I think you've come to terms with your feelings. We do have the King of Cups here and the King of Swords. So you've come to terms with it and you've been thinking about it, but I don't think you're ready to say it to anybody. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. And I feel like you really do want to invest here with somebody here, but you're keeping silent about it. Tell me why the Ten of Pentacles is here. We have the World card. We have the Son of Pentacles, who is the Knight, and we have the Strength card. So it does feel like you need time to heal. That's what it is. It feels like you need time to heal because you are still hurting from some sort of long-term relationship that came to an end. I think the door closed here. It took a long time to close that door. You had to find the strength and the energy to do that. It feels like you had to find the courage to do it, to end this thing. And I feel like you've ended it, and it feels like somebody is trying to push you into another relationship already. And you're like, look, I'm still carrying burdens from this. I'm not ready for a new relationship. I'm not ready to invest in anybody here. It's like, I do want that, thinking about it, right? The King of Swords and the King of Cups, I do want that eventually, but right now is not the time with the Four of Cups here. It feels like you just want to spend time with yourself. I feel like you are in a growth spurt here. I want to say that it's been taking a long time and to heal, but you are growing. I want to say you are growing. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles brings the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Tower. Feels like it took a miracle here. The Queen of Pentacles is, I feel the Queen of Pentacles had some sort of a realization. What's this? A realization that I need to make a decision about whether I'm going to stay here or not, or whether I'm going to move on for the victory. So I want to say that possibly, Virgo, somebody left your life. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That definitely could be your energy. Somebody experienced a tower. A tower and the Judgment card together is a major awakening. It's a major awakening. And the major awakening is about the Four of Wands. So either you decided you didn't want to be there anymore, or they decided they didn't want to be there anymore, but somebody woke up. Somebody woke up and said, no, we can't do this anymore. We can't wait. There's no more time left to wait. It might be you. You might have been the one who closed the door. But it feels like somebody had a realization that this is not where I want to be. I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't want to live with you. I don't want this relationship. It's time to move on. We've got 4 and 2 is 6, and that's moving to the victory. It's a victory after the fight. So it feels like somebody has woken up here. Somebody's had a realization, and it could be the Queen of Pentacles, but you could also be the Queen of Pentacles. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Leo energy here. We've got Pisces energy. We've got Aries energy here with the Magician. And we've got Virgo, Pisces energy, and Scorpio energy. So it does feel like somebody's trying to push you into something brand new when you're in this energy of, look, we just had a realization, things just fell apart. We made some big decisions here about the Four of Wands, and I'm not ready to invest here. It's like you could be dating somebody who already wants to move in or move it really quickly, and you're like, no, I don't, that's not what I need right now. I feel like you're remaining silent at this time, that you've just closed the door on something that was long-term possibly, and you're just not ready for it again. I think you just need healing time, is all that it is. All right, Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Single Libra for the weekend, please. Tell me about single Libra for the weekend. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Libra for the weekend. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune tried to pop out, but went back in again. We'll see if it comes out again. We do have the Hanged Man energy. So you're feeling a little bit stuck here, trying to look at something from another perspective that's not your own. Tell me more about this. We've got Pisces energy. We've got Page of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Swords. Do I begin again, or is it going to break my heart? Is it going to be disappointing? I feel like you haven't made a decision. You're reserving judgment. You're not sure if you want to jump in or not. You're trying to look at it from another point of view, maybe from the point of view of the other person. Maybe the other person is Pisces. But we do have the Page of Pentacles here, which tells me that something is growing already. There is a messenger in the 3D here that is bringing some sort of a pentacle, somebody who wants to engage with you, begin with you, something brand new, maybe a cup of coffee, like can we get to know each other? And I think you're kind of stuck here because you don't want your heart broken. You're kind of protecting your heart at this point, I think. We do have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you did have a new beginning with somebody and it broke your heart. It feels like you thought it was going to change your life and it didn't. I feel like you got disappointed. I feel like you are waiting for, you know, this Page of Pentacles to come in here, but I don't know. It feels like you're kind of stuck. You're not really sure. Yeah, stuck energy. It's like when the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. To me, it's kind of like I'm stuck. I'm not really sure what decision I should make from here. Look, I feel like you have everything that you need in your Pentacle world, or maybe you're still working on your Pentacle world with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you haven't decided whether you want to be single or not. I feel like you have your own independence. You like your independence. I feel like you're looking at building some sort of an empire by yourself, but you're not sure whether you want to do it by yourself or wait for someone to bring you the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you want to do it yourself because it's the safest way. That's what it feels like for you. It's the safest way to not get my heart broken. And so I'm waiting for somebody. It's like you're waiting for something to arrive, that maybe you might have a companion or something like that. But when they show up, it feels like you go into this Hanged Man energy. I'm not really sure if I want it. We do have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So it feels like you're healing from something. It feels like somebody cut you out or you cut somebody out here. We do have the Queen of Wands, who is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. It does feel like that there is... Yeah, you're wondering, should I cut them out? Should I just be really honest with them? I'm still in healing. And I don't want to cause a fight. Four and the ace that the queen has is the fifth, the ace of swords that the queen has is the fifth sword, right? It feels like it could be five swords. It's like, I don't want to fight about it. But I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure if I'm ready for these 10 cups here. Because the 10 cups, although emotional happiness, right, it's also being together with other people. And I'm not sure if you feel you're ready for that, because the 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse. You're not feeling very confident that this last pentacle is what you need. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. We do have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Lovers. So it feels like you are still sort of feeling this 3 of Swords here. We've got the Lovers and the 5 of Cups, which tells me that something didn't work out here. We've got the 3 cups holding out the 2 cups, right? And the Lovers is here. I feel like that you're still not in balance. You're still juggling as to whether this is what you want. Juggle and struggle, it feels like. It's like you're struggling to try and figure out if this is what you want. I feel like you're being pushed into making a decision. And if having been pushed into it, I think you'll just push back, to be honest. Tell me about this 10 of Swords here. Feels like the Ace of Pentacles is what broke your heart in the past. We do have the Judgment. It was your decision. Okay, the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. So I feel like you ended up in a relationship with somebody here who is the Queen of Wands in reverse, who can be quite egoic, somebody who's only interested in, they only interested in self. taking care of me. I don't really care about you. It's like somebody wasn't returning your feelings and you made a really big decision to cut out. I think you did, because the Queen of Swords is here and we do have the Judgment. It's a really big decision about your feelings. I feel like you made a decision to leave some sort of relationship here because it wasn't working out. I feel like this person was not really putting in as much effort as you thought that they would, and you ended up struggling and juggling here. That's what it feels like. The Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse tells me you're not sure if you want to do this again. We do have the Temperance card. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you want to talk about it, but it's really overwhelming and confusing. You don't know if it's the moment of alchemy. You don't know if this is the time that you should do this. Should I just keep juggling? I'm not really sure. Should I just keep juggling? It feels like you can't make a decision about what you want to do. It feels like this person here is what smashed your heart. I want to say the Queen of Wands in the reverse. When they didn't choose you and they chose their own path and they did what they wanted without asking you. And I feel like you gave them a lot of feelings, but they didn't give a lot back because they loved themselves. They were loving on themselves, but not really showing you their feelings. And I think you finally made this really big decision here to cut out, take your pentacle and go. And you're just going to stay within the 9 pentacles here. That's what it feels like. So we do have Gemini energy. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo and Pisces energy. We have Pisces here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. All right, Scorpio. Tell me about the single Scorpio, please. Oh, I just looked at the clock and it was 5555. Look at that. Somebody, Scorpio, you're going to have some sort of a quick change that's coming up here. So be aware. Something is changing here, and it's changing in a positive way. Tell me about Scorpio. Single Scorpio for the sneak peek for this weekend, please. Tell me about Scorpio. So we do start with the 10 of Wands. What you don't see is that you're going to be able to put these burdens down pretty darn soon. I feel like the Magician is here saying that there's some sort of a wish fulfillment coming in. I feel like you've been waiting in the dark or wondering what's going on, or things aren't as they seem. Maybe it seems really heavy where you are right now. But I feel like something is coming in. We've got 10 pentacles. So whether that is money, abundance, a long-term relationship, maybe a promotion, whatever it is, it feels like whatever you've manifested here is about to come in so you can drop your burdens. I feel like things are not as they seem. If it seems really heavy where you are right now, Scorpio, I think it's about to change quickly. I just saw the 5s, right? I feel like it's about to change really quickly here. And you don't see it. Pardon me. You don't see it here because of the moon energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which does change your life. I'm just saying. Ace of Pentacles is one of the aces that the Magician does have in hand. We do have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the 10 of Swords. So I want to say here that there is something that is changing quickly. I feel like what you're doing is you're going from the outside looking in, feeling disconnected, or maybe this is a financial impact. It could be that as well. I feel like that's about to change quickly. You don't see it coming. It's feeling painful. You're in the 10s. Look, you're at the end of cycles now. You can put down the swords. You can put down the wands. You're at the ends of cycles now. After the 10s are here, then comes the aces. Soon you'll be able to speak about it, speak out about it, get clarity about the situation and why it happened the way it did. And you'll also be able to go on this exciting new creative path that you've been hoping for. With the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like it feels like you've wanted this new beginning, but you're not really sure what to do with this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're actually too consumed with the sadness and the burdens, and the 5 of Pentacles is here. And what you don't see is things are about to change really quickly. Tell me about this here. Yeah, you're moving away from it here. Moving towards moving towards more stable emotions, I want to say. And it's time for you to make some type of decision about what you want to do from here. I feel like what you don't see coming is that there is love in the future. These could be your feelings or somebody else's, but the Queen of Cups is someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, someone who's very kind and loving, is a great mother or a father. And I feel like this is someone that you're really passionate about, someone who's also at the crossroads of their life. And it feels like you've been on the outside looking in after having some really hard ending here. There's a really terrible ending that took place that made you feel disconnected from everything. Yeah, it's heartbreak from a friend who you thought you had a lot of stability with. You thought it was a really stable friendship, but it ended up in heartache. It ended up in despair, sadness. I feel like it was a really sad ending. It was a betrayal of friendship, I feel. A betrayal, it almost feels like it could have had something to do with money, Scorpio. I feel like you had the Ace of Pentacles and you moved to the Five of Pentacles. So it feels like you had hope that there was a new beginning. You were the magician. You were manifesting things. And then all of a sudden something came in and made you feel really heavy. It's like somebody disconnected from you. Somebody ran away. The Knight of, we got the Knight of Wands here. Somebody took off with the wands. They took off with the passion. It's like a really quick decision was made here for somebody to go on a different path. Someone who is at the crossroads of their life here. Tell me why we've got the Ten of Wands here, please, for Scorpio. We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Ten of Cups. And we've got the Nine of Swords. It feels like you feel that you're never going to have movement again. You feel stuck. That's what it is. You feel stuck in these tens here. I want to say, like, it is a choice to put down the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And if you want to carry them around, that's up to you. Feeling in lack because of something that didn't work out. I think you're waiting for love. I think you're waiting for reconnection, and you don't see that it's probably on the way. But I feel like with the Nine of Swords here, that there is worry. There is worry about the Ten of Cups, that you'll never be able to move forward to the Ten of Cups. And that's what you're carrying as a burden here. Tell me about the moon energy here. What is it that Scorpio does not see? We've got strength. We've got the sun. Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow, my friend. And we do have healing. The sun is going to amplify your healing here. It does feel like with the strength energy here that you are going to become far more courageous. I want to say that it's. I feel like the sun is showing you why you should have held back. I feel like you did hold back. And I feel like that's where all of these tens came from. Because you were worried about the 10 cups. Like you didn't think that... I feel like you were headed toward the 10 cups, but it's like the 9 swords show up and throw you right off track. And you get into the 10 of wands. It's like you get very burdened about somebody who is moving things super quick into the 10 of cups. It worries you. I feel like what you don't see coming is a brighter day. I want to say that you're far more in control of things than you were before. I feel like you are healing, and your healing's amplified by the sun. The sun grows everything. So I want to say that you have something to say about the broken heart, and I feel like you will get a chance to say it. It does feel like here with this energy here that you've been waiting for love to show up here as you're sitting in the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm just going to say it feels like you walked away from a relationship that was actually quite stable. It was moving into a long-term relationship. I feel like you walked away from it because it's like it was going too fast. You're pushing me. Don't push me. That's what it feels like. Somebody was trying to push you into the 10 of Cups, and it worried you, and it made you feel burdened. And I think that somebody ended it. It ended up in heartbreak, and I feel like this person was your friend. I feel like we had a friendship that was turning into love, and it feels like somebody here decided to end it because it was moving too quickly. And the Ace of Pentacles is here. It would have changed your life. It could be the other person that ended it. Take it as it resonates. It could be backwards, right, for you. But it does feel like what you don't see coming is happiness and healing is coming. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there because I really don't know what else to say. It feels like that there is happiness and love in the future, and it feels like that you are the King of Pentacles and that you did have stability, but it looks like with the Eight of Cups, somebody walked away. Maybe somebody walked away from you. Someone walked away from the money. And I don't know if it was you or if it was them. They walked away from the money and into another relationship. And you were here with the Ace of Pentacles. You were here standing with the Ace of Pentacles here. And it became very burdensome. Something ended up ending here. And I feel like you felt it was going too fast. You just wanted this person to slow down. You didn't want to end it, but you wanted it to slow down, but it ended up ending. Somebody here wanted to go faster than you wanted to go. I think you made the best decision, honestly. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We do have fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Leo a couple times here. We do have Pisces, Cancer energy. And we have Aries. All right, Sagittarius, this is for you. Single Sagittarius. Tell me about single Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Sagittarius. Where are you going, Sagittarius? You're feeling like you need an adventure. We're coming into spring and Sagittarius wants to travel. That's what it looks like here. So the Magician is here with the Hanged Man, and the Magician is the one that does have all the tools, right? They have the magic. It's the manifestation of some sort of a new path that you've already chosen. You've chosen the Ace of Wands, right? It's a path you've already chosen, but it feels like you sort of are at the crossroads here. You don't know where to go or where to take your adventure. I say adventure because we do have somebody, you can see the van on the bottom here. You can see the globe. It seems like somebody here wants to go explore the world, wants to expand their life. And we have the Magician here, which tells me this is a wish fulfillment for you. So why are you holding back here? Because the Hanged Man tells me that you're not really doing anything. It's like you're thinking about it. You're thinking of maybe you'll have to make some sacrifices possibly if this is what you want to do, Sag. We have the King of Pentacles. It's all about money and home. Interesting. Do I have enough money? I'm really not sure. The Seven of Swords is here. It's casting doubt, maybe some secrets. Oh, maybe you're not telling people that you're going. That's what it feels like here. Maybe you're just not telling someone that you're going. The Ten of Cups here is like, do I tell the family? So I don't think this is someone you're married to. I think this is your family, right? Like your brother, sisters, mother, father. Do I tell them that I'm going? It feels like you've done your part of saving your money and growing your pentacles. And now I feel like you want to go out on an adventure. Like this Ace of Pentacles will change your life. I feel like you want to take your dog and go, possibly. But we do have the Seven of Swords. And so it's a little bit of worried about what's under the surface. I can't really see everything. It's like something is being kept from you, possibly. Maybe you're having second thoughts, but I really do feel like the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Hanged Man are telling me that you're not really sure that you want to reveal this to the family that you're going. I think it's your wish fulfillment. It feels like somebody just wants to go like backpack across Europe, or you know what I mean? Like they just want to get out of the 9 to 5, and somebody wants to take the money that they've raised and go on their way to their wish fulfillment. Tell me about this Magician, please. Tell me about Sagittarius, single Sagittarius. We've got Judgment. We've got the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it feels like you know that you want to go. You know that you want to go, but it feels like if you tell anybody in the family, they're going to be like, really? Is that what you're going to do? You're making this really big decision by yourself, for yourself, but it feels like you don't want to tell anybody in the family because the Five of Pentacles is here. They're gonna say, well, how are you leaving us? How are you just going to leave us? Like it feels like somebody here is going to argue with you because you're disconnecting, right? Are you going to have enough money? Like somebody here is going to put all sorts of doubts in your head. They're going to put all of these heavy burdens on you here, carrying the burdens of whatever the Five of Pentacles is. Like it feels like somebody's going to try and talk you out of it. So the reason that you're not telling the family right now, I don't know if you will, but you do have to make some sort of big decision. You have to make a judgment here about what you're going to do. Somebody here is going to throw this at you. The Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. They're going to weigh you down with thoughts of you're not enough, you don't have enough money, scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. But here you are looking the Wheel of Fortune in the face saying, it's time, I gotta go. The Wheel of Fortune is like, this is fortunate change. I need change. And I feel like you're ready to go with the Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like you don't want to tell anybody here, or you've been holding back from taking this trip here because the people in your family aren't going to want you to go, because the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, but it's like you're taking the most of it for you and only giving them bits, and they don't like that. It's like they want you to give them reciprocity. Like they want to be the person that you give the most to. Six of Pentacles is about giving reciprocity, but it's, I'm going to give a lot to you and then I'm going to give little bits to everybody else. So I feel like the family is telling you, like, you're barely going to keep in touch with us. What are you doing? The Hermit. Yeah, it's like you're keeping quiet about it. You've thought it out. You've got the wisdom. You've gone over all the details. You know you have enough money. King of Pentacles is here. But it feels like you know that if you open your mouth and say something to the family, that they're going to try and stop you from going. And that's why you're keeping this a secret. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So I feel like you are very prepared, I want to say. You're very prepared legally. You probably have talked to a lawyer. What do I do if I get in trouble when I'm in another country? It feels like with the King of Swords here, you are making the final decision, the best decision for everyone involved. I feel like you've covered all your bases. I feel like you're going to wait, though. I think the Four of Swords is telling me you're going to wait until you're a little more healed before you tell the family what you're doing. You're just going to continue to work on yourself, I think. And I feel like you need to find the courage to say something, though. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah. You're confident, you're excited, but you're also a little bit apprehensive, and that makes sense. Yeah, I do feel that you are going to eventually tell them. You're going to, with the King of Swords here, there's no way that you can't. I feel like you're just going to be really honest, and you're just going to say, look, you're going to have to deal with it, the Four of Swords. We're going to have intermittent communication. I'm not going to be in your face all the time. I'm not going to be with the family all the time. I've got to go. But I've prepared really well, and I'm feeling really healed, and I promise you that we will keep in touch. But I can't keep in touch with you every moment of every day. Got to go. I'm bored. I don't want to be bored anymore. I'm bored with my life. And the Queen of Pentacles is the one who is very kind and loving and overgiving. And I think that that's what you've been doing for a long time, Sag. You've been overgiving to everybody. And now it's time for you. It's time for you to go on this adventure. So for somebody here, it feels like either you are moving out of state, moving out of town, moving out of the province, moving out of the country possibly. You could be traveling, but I feel like this decision here is something you've been preparing for a long while. And you've not been telling anyone else about it because you didn't want to be talked out of it. It could be travel. It could be that you're moving somewhere else and the family doesn't want you to go. They want you to stay grounded where you are, but you have to go because change is here. And I feel like the change is here, and what's changing here is that you need to get out of the Four of Cups. It feels like you no longer want to be in the space that you're in. It's time for you to move, get a different house, get a different home, or just go have an adventure. That's what it feels like. And I feel like it's family, like it's children or mother and father, or I feel like you're someone who has older children. That's what it feels like. They don't want you to sell the house, the family home, or they don't want you to travel or something like that. But it does feel like you are making some sort of really big judgment here. We do have the Strength card. You're going to have to find the courage to do it, and that's the truth of it. No matter what anybody thinks, you should always do what is best for you. We do have the wheel, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Virgo energy here. We have Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We do have Piscean energy. We have Virgo and Pisces again. We have Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like, we did see the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like wherever you're going, you might meet a soulmate. That there might be someone else who's actually doing the same thing that you're doing, and you might meet them while you're abroad, while you're away. And it doesn't mean you have to go across the ocean either. I mean, you could be making a decision to stay in your state, but move across state or something like that. Stay in your province, but move way up north or something like that. All right. Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sneak peek for the weekend. For the singles, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, I do have your monthly read ready, and it should be up later on today. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Hanged Man in reverse. Somebody's had a realization. That's what it looks like. Somebody's had a realization. The Hanged Man is looking straight at this Ace of Wands. Someone's had a realization. I'm not going to feel stuck anymore. I gotta go. I gotta go, and I gotta do the things that I want to do for me, right? The Queen of Wands is somebody who is the go-getter. She's independent. She's someone who is taking her manifestation with her, right? She's manifesting wherever she goes. She's going after the things that she wants. Oh, look at that. She's got a salamander here. I never noticed that before. In the Rider-Waite depiction of these cards, the Queen of Wands does not have the salamander. That is protection of the universe. It does feel like you are ready and willing to go on some sort of an exciting adventure. That's what it feels like. You're making a decision here with the two wands. The Queen is looking over at the Ace of Wands, ready to go. I've come to some sort of an epiphany or a realization that I need to go and get what I want because it's not coming to me. I need to go figure out what I want and go and get it. We do have the Ten of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. It's too long spent in time being sad. I feel like that you are what you are looking for is a long-term relationship, or at least the emotional happiness that you've been looking for. I mean, it does show a family here, so maybe that's what you're looking for. You're looking for, the Queen of Wands is someone who is just going to go and get what she wants, and I think what you want is the Ten of Cups. I feel like what you want is an adventure, really. I feel like this is maybe where you're going to land, and I feel like you've wanted this for a long time, or it's taking a long time to find this, but it does feel like after a long time of hanging here in the Hanged Man energy that you've realized you don't want to be sad anymore. What you want is you want to be happy. Why is the Five of Cups here, please? We've got the Queen of Cups, got the Two of Pentacles, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. You're tired of juggling love. Yeah, it feels like you're tired of juggling feelings. Like, do I want this? Do I want that? Do I want this? Look, you can be the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You can go out and get what you want and still be kind and loving and doting and compassionate. And I feel like you're both of those things. I think you have a lot of tenacity, and I think that you are going to go and get what you want. But what you are looking for is love, and I think you're tired of being juggled by other people. What you want is a long-term relationship. No more of this juggling stuff. But it's taking you a long time that you keep coming up against sadness here. It feels like this opportunity's been moving for a long time, and it feels like instead of waiting for it, you're going to go out and get it. Tell me about the Ace of Wands, please. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Capricorn. We have Temperance. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you know what you want. Right now, I think you want to be single and happy. You want the Nine of Cups currently. But I feel like what you're looking for that is sort of elusive or taking a very long time is the Ten of Cups. I feel like you are happy enough. I feel like you know what you want. The moment of alchemy is here. I feel like it's time for you to go out on this path to get whatever it is that you're out there chasing. But I feel like you're happy. You're happy being individual, being by yourself. But I feel like what you really want is to be with someone else. And it makes you sad that it's been taking so long. Tell me why the Hanged Man is in the reverse. We have the Hermit, we have the Death card, and we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like first you realize that you have to come out of hermit mode. You have to transform yourself. I feel like you transformed yourself while you were in hermit mode. This is Virgo energy, Scorpio energy, and Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. I feel like you spent a lot of time in hermit mode trying to figure out what you want to do, trying to find your light. I need to make a plan. I need to go over the details and get everything balanced before I move forward. And I feel like the Hanged Man being in the reverse tells me you finally get your moment of clarity or the realization that it is time to go. The Death card shows up and gives you transformation, and then you're out. It feels like you are making some sort of a decision to move toward whatever it is that you want here. Why is it taking so long to find love? Because I think that makes you sad. So long to find love. I think you're happy on your own. I don't think you need anyone, but I think you want somebody. And it feels like it is taking a long time to find somebody here. Because it feels like you just keep finding people who are toxic or addicted or something like that. I want to say that your boundaries might be super tight. And I want to say that I feel like you've realized that maybe you get into connections with people who are codependent, who depend on you for money, who depend on you for love, who depend on you to do all the doting and the planning and the care and all of that. I feel like there's nothing here that indicates that it's reciprocal except the 10 cups, which you don't have. And so I feel that you feel that if you give your cup to somebody, that it'll be reciprocal love. Now the Tower is here with the 7 of Wands. It feels like you've been stuck in a position for a bit. And I feel like the position is probably the Hanged Man energy. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here, which tells me that what is changing is you are no longer getting involved with people who are toxic, obsessive, who are only interested in matters of the flesh, seduction of the material world. I feel like that's something that I feel like you're leaving behind. You're moving away from it with the Wheel of Fortune, and what you're moving toward is putting up some boundaries. I feel like the Tower's here because you've had a realization and some clarity about what you need to do in order to find this 10 of Cups, if that's what you want, because you're definitely not getting it from the Devil. The Devil's short term, so is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you need to stay away from the Devil and the Knight of Wands energy. I feel like the Knight of Wands energy is telling me that you get out of this energy pretty quick, and then it's time for you to go on your adventure to find out whatever it is that you want. When I say your adventure, I feel like dating or meeting people or getting out there, because you're getting out of a hermit mode, right? So it feels like there's a realization here that you need to get some pretty stiff boundaries in place, because it feels like what's attracted to you is the Devil energy. It feels like what's attracted to you is like you're very physically attractive, right? So you're attracting the wrong kind of attention. And I don't mean it's anything that you're doing. I just mean that, I feel like you are an empath, right? An empath here. And I feel like there's that you have all this tenacity, but you're also an empath, which is going to attract people who are like the Devil. Like you can attract narcissists and people who just want to look at you for the outside and take advantage of that. So I think that you need to have some solid boundaries in place. And I feel like the Tower is here to give you a realization, to throw down everything that you don't need for sure, but to give you a realization that clarity is coming and you can move forward if you want, but it does feel like you need to do it carefully. I want to say you need to do it carefully. It's the end of being by yourself, being in solitude. I think you need to come out of that, and I think it needs to happen quickly if you are looking for a long-term relationship. I doubt anybody's going to break into your house to date you, and if they do, it's probably not the right person. It's probably that person, right? All right. So I feel like the reason that you're struggling, that you're here, right, struggling, is because of some sort of romantic thing that came to an end and hurt you really badly. You closed the door on that thing and walked away. And so I feel like what you do want is love, but I think you're really hesitant. I think the only way you're going to find it is by putting up those boundaries. And if people don't like those boundaries, they are not the person for you. All right. Let's take a look here. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got more Scorpio energy here. We've got Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. There's Capricorn energy there. Sagittarius energy, Piscean energy, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right, Aquarius. Tell me about the single Aquarius, please. Sneak peek for this weekend. Single Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the sneak peek for this weekend for Aquarius. It's coming up this weekend for single Aquarius, please. Ooh, the Sun. I like it. Yeah, something is coming up good. It feels like you're in a growth spurt. I want to say, when the Sun is here, everything grows, right? Nails, hair grows, plants grow, right? Everything grows. Your spiritual self, your career self, your personal self. You are in a growth spurt here, my friend. You are waiting for happiness. It feels like you're sort of focused on the sun, though. I want to say that you're focused on the sun. I feel like you've had some sort of a breakthrough about your Nine of Cups. Like the Nine of Cups is, like you're single and happy. That's what it feels like. That you're ready for whatever is going to arrive. You're ready for whatever is going to come, because I feel like you are good within yourself. And this is the way you manifest, right? This is wish fulfillment. This is the way that you manifest. First, you have to be the thing that you want, and then wait for that thing to arrive. That's exactly what manifestation is. And so I feel like you are now really happy with yourself, and you're growing. You've got clarity. You are having breakthroughs. And I feel like whatever comes at you is something that you're going to see with great clarity, whatever is arriving here. Tell me more about this for Aquarius. We do have the Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So it feels like you're at the crossroads, but you're not yet ready to go. I want to say that that's going to change, because I feel like somebody's racing in here. I feel like there is an energy here that is very brave, courageous, very witty. Somebody who just kind of just lays it out there, just throws it out there. It feels like you have, part of your wish fulfillment is that you would meet somebody, and you could be meeting someone who's an air sign. They don't have to be, but this is Gemini. This is Leo. And then we have fire here, right? Aries, Sagittarius as well. So I feel like you were at the crossroads here. We have 3 and 2 is 5. You're not really sure if you want to go. You're not really sure. It feels like you're not really sure. Whatever is showing up, you're unsure of, but you do know that it's going to be a new beginning, and you're going to have to make a decision. We do have the Ace of Wands. You're not sure if you want to do it. It's almost like this is moving too fast for you, and you're like putting the brakes on. Wait a second. I'm kind of happy where I'm at right now, and I'm in a growth spurt. I'm really doing really well by myself. I'm at the crossroads here, waiting for whatever's arriving, but I think that this is too quick. That's what it feels like. Somebody here is arriving really quickly. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. I do think it's your wish fulfillment, though. It is with the Nine of Cups. It does feel like it is your wish fulfillment here. We do have the Ace of Swords. Wow, the Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody's here to give you all the reciprocity, my friend. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, somebody who's very good with the witty banter. Somebody who's going to give you a lot of clarity and honesty and truth. And somebody who's going to be very honest about their feelings. You're not going to guess what this person is saying, because with the Knight of Swords, you don't have to do no guesswork. The Knight of Swords has got the answer for you before you ask the question. We do have the Six of Pentacles here, which tells me that this person is coming in with total and complete reciprocity. I think that's what your wish fulfillment is. I think that's what you've been hoping for. Aquarius, that's kind of awesome. So I feel like you're at the crossroads of your life here. You're at the crossroads trying to make a decision about what you want to do. You do want victory. 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 wands. You do want victory here after a hard time. It feels like you've come from the fight, and now you want the victory. You're almost across the finish line. I'm going to say that this person is not very far away, because with the 6 wands here, it means like you're just about ready to step into town where everybody's going to cheer you on. It's like this person is going to be your biggest fan. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Two of Wands. What's the decision? We do have the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're keeping the Two of Cups under wraps here. I feel like you are not a person who is going to just offer your Two of Cups to somebody here. You're at the crossroads. You're not really sure what you want to do. You're keeping it under wraps here. You're not really telling anybody that you have the Two of Cups available. Like, I feel like you're ready to love again, but you're not really saying anything because the Seven of Swords is here. It's like it's being concealed. You don't really want to put it out there. You want to manifest and see what shows up. Tell me about, I feel like this Knight of Swords here is a breakthrough. I feel like this is what you've wanted, Aquarius. I think you've got the best read of all 12 signs today. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Again, fast-moving energy, impulsive energy. It feels like somebody is like some exciting news is arriving here. But I feel like you're like, whoa. Slow down, man. Just slow down. That's what it feels like. Just slow down and let me think about it for a moment. So it does feel like with this Knight of Wands here that this is impulsive, really quick moving energy. There's a message coming in or some really good news that's arriving. Now we do have the Four of Cups here, which is very interesting. It feels like somebody's been staring at a cup for a while. This Knight here, this Knight of Swords could be somebody who's been sort of looking at you and the possibility of you for a while. Somebody who doesn't want to miss an opportunity with you. So I feel like that's why we got all this fire here. There is somebody here who doesn't want to miss an opportunity with you. I feel like they're a masculine with all this fire. And I feel like this person's going to move too quick, but it is everything that you want. I mean, it's everything that you want. But I feel like, you know, you're a fixed sign, so am I. We don't like to do things really quickly. We like to move at things really slowly, think it out, get the details, be factual. And I feel like you're just going to say, whoa, slow down there, friend. We do have the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like the communication that's coming in, the person that's racing in, I feel like this person is going to allow you to drop some burdens. I feel like it is moving really fast, but I feel like you're going to tell this person, look, I just got out of something. I just detached from something that was terrible, horrible, and awful, and I am moving away from that, and I don't want to move this quickly. It's going to cause burdens for me if we have to move this fast. So I do feel that the Ace of Wands is telling me that you do want this path of passion, but you are not ready for it. This person's coming in with all of it right now. Everything that you want for now. I feel like that when this turns up, you're going to be good, but I feel like you're hesitating. Like with the Five of Wands, it feels like you're hesitating or you're reluctant to say yes because this person's coming in like blazing fire, right? Like they're very attracted to you. This is like a whirlwind, sweep you off your feet kind of situation. And I feel like this person's bringing all of it. It's terrifying, but I think that if you can let go of the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups, I feel like it could work out. I feel like this is what you've been waiting for, to be honest. I feel like you've been reserving these two cups here, and you've been waiting on this, and I feel like it's coming in, but now that it's here, it's terrifying you. That's what it feels like, my friend. All right. So we have a lot of fire here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have air here, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? What else do we have here? We have Leo energy. Yep, that's it. All right. All right, Pisces, here we are. Let's get her done. Pisces, this is you. For the singles. Pisces singles. Tell me about Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces singles. Sneak peek for this weekend for Pisces singles. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces. Someone's got something to say. You know what? I think, Pisces, there you are, right? You show up the first card out. High Priestess energy here. It feels like you have some pretty tight boundaries because you know that someone is approaching. You've got these, you're standing your ground here. And I feel like it feels like you do want to have some type of an achievement. It feels like you are protecting yourself, I want to say, or holding your ground, keeping up your boundaries, because you know that this person is coming to speak with you here. It does feel like you're putting up intuitive boundaries. The King of Swords is someone who is a force to be reckoned with, right? That's Aquarius energy, but also Libra and Gemini. It is somebody who's coming in to speak about the facts, to speak about the truth, and to give you some honesty. This could be a legal person. They could be a judge, a lawyer, or a magistrate. Take it as it resonates. It could be an official person. But it does feel like you know that this person is arriving, or you know that they are on the way. There is about to be a clear conversation had here between you and the King of Swords. I think you're feeling like this is coming, though. Whether you know who this is or not, you have a feeling that you need to put up these boundaries for a reason. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody wants to reconnect. I believe it is the King of Swords because we are in swords here. So it feels like this person, this King of Swords, wants to reconnect. Now, they don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This could just be someone who is an official person, who is someone who speaks very clearly, someone who I feel is being very clear and honest and concise because they've been hurt over and over and over again. The Nine of Wands is here. Somebody is kind of like at the end of the line. They're about to end some sort of a cycle. They need to put down some burdens, and the way they're going to do that is by speaking with you. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, and I feel like this person might be from your past because the Knight of Pentacles is pointing into the past. And this takes a very long time to come round here. I feel like you know that this person is arriving. I feel like this is the person that's arriving, though. Tell me why you have these boundaries up, Pisces. Why do you have boundaries with the King of Swords? We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and we do have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like the reason that you have these boundaries up is because you feel like this isn't the right time. This is not the time. You're not interested in being in a relationship at this time, at least not with this person. It could maybe with other people, but not with the King of Swords. We do have the Nine of Pentacles, which tells me you're good on your own. You're very sturdy and stable. You're confident. You look good. Your business is working out well. Or you might be working in a business where you're kind of like the top dog or middle management or something like that. It feels like you have a lot of respect for the way that you've built this to here. And you've built it all by yourself. And so it feels like there is the Wheel of Fortune here, which is saying that it's not time for this kind of change. It's not time to move forward yet. It's not the moment of divine timing. And I think you know that because you are Pisces. You have a knowing. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So I want to say that this is not the time for you to start a relationship. And this person is coming in to speak about the Ten of Cups, I feel. Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here? It feels like this is someone you keep sending away, Pisces. Someone who's trying to get into your life and you keep sending them away, and it hurts them that you keep sending them away, but you know that it's not what you want in your life right now. This person is not who you want in your life right now. Tell me why the King of Swords is coming by. Because you blocked them. This King of Swords might show up to your door, my friend, or might, if you've blocked them on social media, they might send you a piece of mail, or they might send you some sort of a gift, like an Amazon package, or maybe flowers, or something. I feel like they need to make a connection with you because you've blocked them, and the only way that they can do it is by getting someone else to bring in some sort of a connection here, some sort of communication. I mean, we do have Three Swords. I want to say that there has been some hardship between you and the King of Swords before. This person has their eyes covered here. This is the full moon. Look, we have a full moon in Libra coming up. This is Libra. Full moon in Libra coming up on the 25th of March. And so for some of you, it is an eclipse. Like it's an eclipse for all of you. But for some of you, I feel like somebody who didn't see the situation for what it was before you blocked them is kind of in a realization right now. Or they will be soon, my friends. It's only a couple days away, right? That eclipse full moon is only a couple days away. We have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Wands. So I want to say that this king here is somebody who is interested in getting what they could get from you. I don't think that they were interested in giving you anything, and so you blocked them. I want to say with the Four of Pentacles, this person was not vulnerable with you. They didn't show you any emotion. What they wanted was fire. The Knight of Wands, they weren't giving you any stability. They were giving you lip service, and then they were shutting down on you. It feels like there's moments in time when there would be maybe days or weeks where they didn't communicate with you after you gave them fire. after you gave them some sort of pleasure of the flesh. And the Knight of Wands is here saying that every time you push this person away, it hurts them. But you know that if you let them in, they'll hurt you. So this is a bit of a precarious situation. It does feel like this person here wants to try and reconnect with you again. That's what it feels like with the Four of Swords. That maybe it's been quiet, but now they want to try and reconnect with you again. This is the wounded warrior. Someone who carries a lot of trauma, someone who is who's been hurt a lot in their past, maybe in their childhood right through to adulthood. Somebody's carrying some heavy burdens. We have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot. There's going to be no moving forward here unless this person gets some help. So the Eight of Pentacles, of course, is the self-mastery, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is, I think that you've been waiting for this person to help themselves. I think you've been waiting for this person to heal the self before you move forward with them. I think that you want to. I think that this energy with this person here, something in the past that you really enjoyed. But I feel like you've realized that this person is dealing with a lot of trauma, that they're about to be honest with you about why they're the way they are. But I feel like it feels like you're wondering if it's worth it. Is it worth it? Like, you're not a psychologist, right? Well, maybe you are. I don't even know. But it feels like that you're trying to figure out whether it is that you really want to put any more work into this. Because you've really worked hard on yourself and you're trying to move forward here. But this person keeps showing up and keeps calling you back to the past. And I feel like that you've been silent with this person for a long time here, and they want to reconnect with you. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Why has it taken so long? Six of Pentacles, we've got the Magician and the Empress. It feels like this person here is someone who has been waiting a while to give you reciprocity. The Magician and the Empress here, it tells me that they see your worth, they see that you're magic. They see your magic. They know that you are someone who is very determined to do the things that you want. I feel like you keep thinking about this person, and that's why they keep coming back. I want to say that although I don't know that they're part of your wish fulfillment, I think that whatever you dream about, think about, comes about. And I think that you can't stop thinking about the King. And so I think that's why the King keeps coming back and wanting to reconnect with you. It's like in another time, if this person was healed, if they would heal themselves, take the time to do some self-mastery and get out of the Nine of Wands, that in another time it might work. But it feels like this King is like standing on a point, right? We've got the Seven of Wands here, standing on a point. I'm not changing. And you don't really want to meet them where they're at because it's not enough for you. And you're allowed to make that decision. Tell me about the Four of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Three of Cups, King of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So this person is going to confess their feelings to you. The Four of Swords in the reverse tells me they want to reconnect to you after a period of being silent. They're going to ask you out, or they're going to ask if they can get together with you. Can we have some type of reunion? The King of Cups and the Six of Wands tells me that you get the victory. The person is going to tell you all about their feelings after being very much in swords with you, keeping everything silent, not really telling you anything. You know, just telling you bits and pieces that they thought you should know. And that's probably why you blocked them, because they weren't being vulnerable. I feel like they're coming back to be vulnerable here. They want to talk about some sort of argument or whatever made you two part, because the Five of Swords is about, alienation, right? It's about, we had an argument or a battle and we had a disagreement, and this person wants to figure it out with you. They want to tell you the honest truth about their feelings. The truth is justice. I feel like it is going to be a moment of karmic justice for you. This person's going to explain why they've been acting out the way they've been acting out, but I don't know that it'll be enough for you. Look, you're the Empress and you are into this manifestation, right? You are manifesting reciprocity. And the Six of Pentacles is here. You are manifesting reciprocity, and I don't think that this person is the one who is ready to give you reciprocity or was in the past. I think they are now, but I just want to say that, it's like this, the stability that you had, maybe you were friends before this all happened, but now it's like the Three of Swords came along and crashed it all to the ground. So for some of you, I think that you'll let the King in, and for some of you, I think that you won't. Because it feels like this person is coming in being all full of emotions. They're not dealing with you in swords anymore. They've now accessed their feelings, and they want victory with you in the feelings. They want you to say yes, to take you out. This person could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be any of those. We've got Taurus and Libra. We've got Aries energy here. We've got Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. Yep, we've got all of that. So I think that you know that this is not someone that you want to get involved with right now. No, this person's going to have to prove themselves to you. And going out on a date with them once or having a reunion with them once does not victory make, right? It doesn't make a victory. This person wants to reconnect you to be honest and truthful about their feelings now, but I don't know if it's too little too late. I don't know if it ends up in an argument or not, but we do have 6 swords here, which tells me that you just might say thank you for that information and then move along. All right. I think this is someone who has disappointed you before this way. I have 3 swords here, right? 3 swords are here. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you, Pisces, for being here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, my single friends, and I'll be back because I'm always back. See you soon. Bye-bye.